Talking about PHP, one of the first steps which we programmers do is to know about the configurations of the setup. So PHP has got a function called PHP info, which will tell us what kind of configuration files are there and where are they located, and very descriptively and will tell you every single minute detail about PHP setup. So first step would be to create a new file called index.php. Let's say it's index1.php, and then we will just type in the basic HTML tag. Like, this is the first tag of any HTML file, any PHP file, and then we will just type PHP info, then bracket start, bracket close, and then semicolon, and then we will just close the tag. Now we will just write this file, and now we will go to the browser. Now we can see this file, which is pretty long in size, and we will understand what is it all about. So first line tells us about the version of PHP, which is 5.4.27 right now. About the system, it's Darwin, and with this the user name, and then we have the Darwin kernel kernel version, which is 13.1.0, then the build date and was released for which kind of microprocessor. Then build date is April 9, 2014, and then we have the configuration commands, configure commands. So it tells us about, that XAMPP is installed in applications folder, and then XAMPP files is the root files. Then it tells us that server API, which is Apache 2.0 handler, which means that we are using Apache as the web server. And then we have this configuration file php.ini, which is most important file of PHP. It's located inside /applications /XAMPP files /etc. So which makes the location of loaded configuration file be application /XAMPP files /etc /php.ini. Then some details. Then registered PHP streams, like what all are supported. So we can see FTP, zip, FAR, data, glob, file, PHP. So these all are supported. Now talking about the Apache's version is 2.4.9, which is for the Unix, and the PHP is 5.4.27. Then OpenSSL is also installed, which is 1.0.1G, and Perl is the language which is also installed. And then we can see the email ID of the server administrator, which is u@example.com. So if you will be configuring it in your server, then you can obviously modify it so that all the error logs and all the main details which are generated, logs which are generated, like security reports, will be sent to your email ID. Then we have a local host as our host name, and port is 0, and then maximum requests which can be accepted is 100. Then virtual support server is not supported, and these are the loaded modules in the Apache. You can see more_authentication, then authentication core. So these are frequently used modules in Apache. Then we have an Apache environment and all the variables and all the values of these variables. So like document root would be /Apache application /XAMPP /XAMPP files /htdocs. So that is the document root. So if you want to access the files, then you have to put all the files in /htdocs inside htdocs. then tells you about this server function software. So we have discussed it before. So you don't need to go through each of them. It's just that whenever some kind of requirement is generated, then you visit this PHP info and you try to understand and try to locate what all values are located where. For example, memory limit is something very important, which means that the maximum size of file which can be uploaded on the server through the post command, post method, and you can change it through php.ini file. See, we can see that upload underscore max underscore file size, and that was memory limit related to RAM, like what kind of memory it can consume. So sometimes applications uses a lot of memory, and for that we have to increase the size of it. And if you want to increase the size of maximum upload size, then you have to change the value of this in the php.ini. And so this is the code, and these all are the directives which are either on or off and what kind of value they hold. Then there are some like LDAP, these are supported, enabled, and they are active. So mcrypt is for encryption, cryptographic algorithms to make the data secure. So basically this was PHP info, output of PHP info. So now you have learned about how to really access and make sense out of the PHP info file or output of PHP info. Thank you for watching the tutorial.